I really haven't thought about where my medicines come from.
I had no idea that Australian medicines actually even existed.
A lot of them based overseas.
Not too sure, actually.
I don't actually know. I don't know where the medicines come from, sorry.
I would always like to think that they're manufactured here.
I don't think I actually have put much thought into it.
The Australian medicines industry is a group of companies that manufactures and supplies prescription medicines for Australians. It's a big industry. It exports over $4 billion a year. That's more than the car industry, more than the wine industry. It employs around 14,000 Australians and does over $1 billion a year in research and development. So it's a big industry in Australia. The irony is that most Australians don't know about that. So this campaign is about having a conversation with the public about what the industry does and getting the public excited and proud. I think sometimes we just take it for granted, the role that we do, but in fact there's a whole range of ordinary Australians doing extraordinary things employed in this industry.
My job is as a sales representative. I sell insulins in a wide part of Queensland, about 60% of the state. What makes a great day for me is when I'm given a problem by a healthcare professional and I can identify a solution from a patient perspective, because I have diabetes type 1 and I can see the patient's perspective on these issues, and when they tell me I've helped them solve that problem, I feel really good. I feel 10 feet tall.
We get medicines out to the people who need them by running a series of clinical trials. They run from phase 1 through to phase 3 before we submit them to the regulatory bodies to get them approved. I'm passionate about what I do because I think that over the 15 years of progress that we've made with dedicated people such as myself and doctors who are involved in research has really improved the quality of life and outcome to these patients who really need it.
Submissions that have to go into regulatory agencies can be huge and often involve truckloads of data. They contain the results of many years of research and development. The information is provided in a huge amount of detail so that the government can actually look into the real nitty-gritty of what's been done in the development process. The most enjoyable is obviously when we get a result and we're able to bring new treatments to the market, because that's a very exciting time for the company. It can be a very exciting time for the doctors and healthcare professionals as well to actually have new treatments. That being said, on a personal level, I also just like working with the science and with problem solving.
We have products that actually help people with severe pain, and so as a pharmacist I've seen how difficult it is to handle people with pain. So a lot of my role is education. I spend a lot of my time educating a whole range of healthcare professionals. Another side of it is actually helping to ensure that our products are prescribed correctly by the doctors and dispensed correctly by the pharmacists so that you get the product that you need. My job impacts on millions actually that suffer from chronic pain in Australia, and I think as we all get older there's going to be even more people that will benefit from our medicines. Oh, I love my job. It's fantastic, and I think part of it is because my mum's 95 and she has arthritis, and with the medication now she's actually able to enjoy her great-grandson, which gives me a big buzz.
I'm a field officer. I liaise with poppy growers throughout Tasmania in 2 districts, and our aim is to procure ground and grow poppies. It's not just the farmer who is actually benefiting out of this, it's spraying contractors, harvesting contractors, the local shops. It's value adding back into the community in general. Seeing the crop go through from being sown right through to harvest and all the various stages that it takes to get it there and actually get it to the factory before it comes out to the public, and it's a great feeling to see that go through to the end.
I think if there was no Australian medicines industry, there would be far fewer of us alive today.
You're actually doing something and giving something back to Australia.
Our medicines make a huge difference to the quality of life of the Australian people, and I think we all should be out there talking about the great job that the Australian medicines industry does.
Knowing we've made that difference to that person or those and that family is indescribable.
That the medicines that I'm working on are going to help them have a better quality of life and ease the difficulties that they're living with on a day-to-day basis.
We want to work with our companies, work with the industry to get that message out there and be proud of what we do. I think it's a fantastic story, And I firmly believe that if we go out to the Australian public and explain to the public what we do, the Australian public will get proud as well. They'll come in behind us and support us.